Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am Canada's Own, and today we're rebuilding the Golden State Warriors, one of the quieter teams during free agency, mostly because they are locked in hell with restricted free agent Jonotahn Kuminga. The cum bucket is yet to sign, and the Warriors are unable to sign him because they hold all the leverage, and it's smart of them to obviously not just throw an offer at him and to gauge the market, basically. And if they have to match him, they'll match him. And if they have to match and trade him, then they'll do that too. But as of right now, I don't know if anyone has seen, but the Brooklyn Nets offered Cam Thomas, I believe it was 2 years, $30 million, meaning he makes $15 million a season. And that's for a guy who just averaged like 24 points per game. Jonotahn Kuminga to the Warriors is not that valuable as Cam Thomas is to the Nets. And because of that, all these RFAs are getting these terrible lowball offers because nobody has any money. The Nets are the only team with any money, and if they're not willing to pay their own guy $20+ million, I don't see Jonotahn Kuminga getting $25-30 million. I don't see Josh Giddey getting $30 million. And the rest of the RFAs. So, Keegan Murray is here. You may be wondering, why is Keegan Murray here? He plays for the Sacramento Kings. Well, now he does. Now he doesn't, forgive me. He plays for the Golden State Warriors. And to do that, we traded Jonotahn Kuminga for Keegan Murray and a first that's top 10 protected, as well as 2 second-rounders for the 2027 season. I figured, why not trade him? He doesn't want to be there. Steve Kerr doesn't play his ass. And the Warriors likely don't want him because Steve Kerr doesn't play him. So I figured trade him to the Kings for Keegan Murray, a guy who's had a regression season basically every year since his rookie season. His stats and his efficiency has slowly dwindled down and down and down, as well as we get the value back because we're giving them the younger, more projectable piece who has contract security. I signed him to a 3-year, $75 million deal. And they give us a top 10 protected first. So if they're bad, they get to keep it. And then 2 second-round picks, one of which is theirs, the other's owned by the Hornets. So they really only had to give us 1 guaranteed asset of theirs. And if they're good, obviously that first-round pick conveys, but it won't be any good for us. We're going to simulate. We're going to see how the month of October goes. That is a 6-game sample size. We should be able to go 4-2 here, at least. There it is. There it is. Beat the Clips, maybe. Hey, there you go. So, 5-1. We lose to the Nuggets by 2 points, so it was a close game. Cam Johnson was their leading scorer. Let's see how we did against the Kings. Jonotahn Kuminga gave us 20, and Keegan Murray only gave him 13, and 0 for 6 from 3. All right, I'm going to get to simulating. I'll check back in with you guys at the deadline. We are going to try and maximize this window we have with Jimmy and Steph, and yeah, we're going to try and load up on this roster and make a title push. Alrighty, but perfect timing. We are approaching the end of the regular season here. And Draymond doesn't suck. Well, let me rephrase. He does suck, but he's not the worst thing ever, if that makes any sense. We're number 1 in the West. We're on pace to win 60 games. It feels like we're going to win 60 games. Will Richard broke his right ankle, so that'll effectively end his season and likely his playoff run. And now is when I think we go up to the big guys and just changes to a 10-man rotation, because now it basically gives me a free pass to have to remove somebody. Holy shit, we just beat Charlotte by 68 points there. Oh my God. LaMelo. Oh my God, Draymond Green. The triple single. 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 rebounds, or whatever the heck it was. 65-17. Jokic is your MVP, although I am curious what Steph did this year. 25. How did Dame come back? I had that fool injured. How does he recover from an Achilles tear? I had it set to 480 days recovery. Steph averages 25, 3.5, and 5.5 on 51, 41, 98 splits. Good Lord, he went the whole season almost without missing a free throw. He only missed 8 free throws all season. Good Lord. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year. Dylan Harper, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. That means Wemby must have gotten hurt. He did. He only played 8 games. Personal reasons. Again, I got to look into that and see what the issue is with him, because he misses time for personal reasons. I don't understand it. Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year. Do we get a Steph appearance? I feel like we should, and we don't. We do. Steph, All-NBA third team, 25, 3, and 5.5. Love to see it. Defensive teams, we get nobody. We get the Lakers in round 1. I just pressed start game. Now we're going to sim to the end. Let's see. I'm going to say Lakers win the first game. We win by 13. Love to see it. Steph goes for 36, 6, and 6. We win the first in Golden State. Game 2 in the Bay. We win both. We win that one by 2. Good lordy. Game 3, we head to LA now. We do lose that one. Game 4, we do win. Game 5, back in the Bay, and we get her done in 5. We get Dallas in round 2. I'm curious if we're going to get the Dallas Mavericks cheese. Cooper Flagg is coming off the bench for Najee Marshall. I don't know why I blanked on Najee so bad. Let's get Steph to 35, Jimmy to 35, and then we'll get an extra minute to... Let's get it to Draymond, just in case. Don't want him to assault Steve Kerr. Game 1 in Golden State. We do win the first. A very low-scoring 9-point affair here. Both teams held to under 100 points. Interesting game. Game 2, we split at home. We lose this one by 7. D'Angelo Russell gave us 20. He's averaging 21 and 5 in the playoffs. Come on now. Game 3, we head to Dallas. We win the first game in Dallas's barn. Oh my God, we won by 28 points too. Let's see how game number 4 goes. Can we take a 3-1 lead going back to the Bay? We do. Max Christie averaging 9, 2, and 2. D'Angelo Russell again, a 20-point game. I gotta know what he did in game 3. D'Lo. So if D'Lo has a bad game, they're losing. Game 5 to go to the conference finals, and we are back to play the OKC Thunder, who upset the 2-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves. They've got Shea, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein. Can we hang? We win the first at home. Oh my God, we beat them by 29 points. Jimmy and Steph combined for 46, 9 and 9. 2 steals, 2 blocks for Stephen Curry. What year is it? He has never averaged this many blocks in his life, and he's averaging almost a block per game in the playoffs. Game 2 at home. We get them both. Moses Moody. Talk about just shoot the damn rock. Moses never swing the rock Moody. 30 points in 25 minutes. 10 of 11, 7 of 8, 3 of 4. Talk about having a big game. 47 points between Steph and Jimmy. 18 from Keegan Murray. 10 from Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench. He's playing 10 minutes a night. And he's putting up 10, 4, and 4 on 50% shooting. He was a freaking roster filler. I didn't even sign him. Game 3 now in OKC. We do lose one. It was bound to happen. You're not going to sweep the OKC Thunder. Steph with 40. 62 points between our top 2 scorers that game. Let's see. Game 4. We tie. For the 9-man rotation. Game 5 in Golden State. We win. We take a commanding 3-2 series lead. Winning by, 19 points? At home, Steph with a massive game yet again. Game 6 in OKC. And we get it done in just 6 games. 29, 4, and 6.5 with a steal and a block on 48, 41, 100 splits. I didn't even see who Finals MVP was for the Eastern Conference. I'm going to assume it was Josh Giddey or Kobe White, though. You got Vooch, P. Will, Ayo Dosunmu, Kobe White, Josh Giddey. This team, on their way to the NBA Finals, beat the Hawks in 6, the Pacers in 6, and the Knicks in 6. Game 1 in Golden State, we win by how much? Oh my God, by 37 points. Keegan Murray, your leader in Finals MVP favorites right now. We win game 2. Steph takes the mantle back with 39, 6, and 6 with 2 steals. Game 3 in Chicago, we lose one. Vooch and Josh Giddey give us 43. Let's see. Game number 4 in Chicago, we win the 4th. Heading back to the Bay, up 3-1 with Jimmy now throwing his hat into the leading scorer ring. Game number 5. Oh, we lose in Golden State. We head back to Chicago, only up a game now. Game 6 in Chicago. We tie. There's no way we are going to blow a 3-1 lead. We lose by 2 points. Steph has 43. I needed Moses Moody to make a layup and we win this game. If Draymond Green wasn't so ass, we win this game. Game 7 in Golden State. Can we just run away with it? I don't care if it's close. I don't want it to be pretty. Okay. They're going on way too good of a run here. Let's get some distance. We're up 14 in the 4th. It is now only 7 points. It is 6 points. It's 12. There we go. There we go. It is 15. We go on a crazy run to finish the 4th. And the Golden State Warriors are your 2025-2026 NBA champs. Does anyone really still call Steph Chef Curry? I feel like that was a nickname for when he was emerging and not now. But Steph with 35, 6, and 6. He goes 6 of 15 from 3. Keegan Murray, an excellent addition, goes for 24, 5 and 3. 4 threes made. Jimmy Butler, 21, 8 and 5 with 3 steals and a block. Where's Draymond? How helpful was he? Could have put him in a Bulls jersey, but he goes 1 of 1 from the field with 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2 turnovers. Stephen Curry is your finals MVP, averaging 29.5, 4.5, 6 assists, 1 steal, half a block on 48, 38, 97 splits. The Golden State Warriors are NBA champs. We're going to go another season or two. Let's go to the draft. Let's see if we can do something silly on draft night. Let's try Buddy Hield and the 30th pick and just see if we can get anybody to fill a spot for us. Like Jonas Valanciunas probably isn't the worst idea in the world. He just averaged 8 and 9. I'm going to pick up JV. I don't really hate that, and we get off the Buddy Hield contract 2 years early, so we're going to get out of the draft. We're not making any selections. We're not really in a place to make any selections. Alex Tui, Will Richard, both being picked up. Qualifying offers. Keegan Murray, absolutely. Quentin Post, absolutely. Let's throw Jackson Rowe, the Cal State Fullerton alum, an offer as well. Okay, we do have the money to sign him, though, so I'm going to make sure... Oh, whoa, that's Kristaps. Let's make sure that he's not getting any crazy offers, which he is not. Who else? Quentin Post was the other one. Where is Mr. Post? There he is. Let's just get his deal out of the way. 2-year deal. Whoa. Let's go backloaded. Let's try and start somewhere in the $19 million range. Perfect. He should accept that. He will. Taron Armstrong, we're going to let everybody else go. Let's find Quentin Post real fast. We're not interested in signing Draymond, like I had said. All the way to the centers. Quentin Post is asking for a mighty $7 million still. I'll give you 2. He better wise up on that deal. Last day of free agency, he wants how much? Aha! 2-year deal. Sign that. Yes! 2 years, 6.99. We get Jackson Rowe back as well. We got Steph, Jimmy, Pods, Moses, Keegan, TJD, Quentin Post, Will Richard, and Alex Tui both go up to 77 overalls. I would be willing to trade JV, not the Kings pick, this year's Warriors pick. Is Lonzo crap? Does he suck? He does. I don't know why he sucks in 2K. I figured that'd be a great point guard to back up Steph. You know what? I'm going to pick up Lonzo and invest in changing his tendencies. Let's see how this goes now. If we got Lonzo. For the month of October, we've got 6 games yet again. See how it goes, and then we'll sim to the deadline. If there's nothing there, I'm kind of hoping to find some sort of trade so you guys have a little bit of a change up on the roster. But if we can't, then we'll just live with it. Maybe it's a bench upgrade. Maybe it's an extension even. Maybe it's dumping Jimmy for somebody. Who knows? We're 2-0 to start the year. We lose the Hawks, lose to the Nuggets. Played the Sixers, who we just took Lonzo from, beat them by 14. And then we beat the T-Wolves by 21. We're going to get simulating now, though. I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. Like I said, we're going to try and upgrade the bench possibly. Maybe make a big splash to prolong this championship window. But we're going to try and change something at the deadline. So I'll see you guys when we get there so we can shake up this roster just a little bit. Alrighty, fellas. Trade deadline is here. This is the only trade I can muster. I checked the advanced stats. The estimated wins added had Quentin Post and Will Richard as our 2 least valuable players. I figure, why not subtract both, compile them for a guy by the name of Nick Richards, who is a very valuable player. At least, according to 2K, he's worth 2.5 estimated wins added. Not in advanced stats. He's averaging 7.5 and 8 this year with almost a block a night on very good efficiency. Nick Richards is, again, one of those guys in 2K that you could just rely on to be good. Last 20 odd games of the year. We'll see you guys when we get to the playoffs. My dog is going wild behind me. We're going to simulate to the end of the season here. I'm going to check on my dog, and then I will see you guys in the playoffs. Alrighty, boys. So Moses Moody pulls his calf literally in the second last game of the year. So our number 1 bench piece is going to miss likely several weeks of the playoffs, which is not good, by the way. We're 71-10, by the way. 72 wins. Oh, my mother. Luka, 29.5, 8 and 10. 1.8 steals, half a block, almost a block. 51, 44, 79 splits. Where is Stephen Curry, brother? Stephen Curry, 24.8, 3.5, 5.3 on a 70-win team. Why not? He's the MVP. I just decided right now. We were the 1 seed out west. We get the Rockets with Kyrie Irving, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Josh Green, Amen Thompson, and Jabari Smith Jr. Where is Alperen Şengün? Where is Kevin Durant? Where's Fred VanVleet, Reed Shepherd? Where are any of their current rostered players? It's only been a season. Steph and Jimmy basically go for just about 20 a game. Steph is 24.8. Moses Moody was 14. Not a career high, but close. Until he pulled his calf. He is out for basically the first round. Game 1 against Houston in Golden State. We do take the first by a comfortable margin. Let's see if Game 2 goes the same. We do not. We lose by 2. Game 3 in Houston now. We do win. Game 4, we take that as well. Game number 5, we get her done in 5 games. We get the Minnesota Timberwolves in round 2 with Anthony Edwards, whose spot on All-NBA first team was taken by Stephen Curry. Well, taken by me, really. Game 1, we lose. Oh boy, have we met our match here in the second round. Let's see how the player stats have looked. Round 1, who was leading the way? It was Steph, Jimmy. Who struggled? Anybody? Lonzo was really bad, and Jackson Rowe was really bad. And then in round 2 so far, nobody really looks terrible. Pods had a bad first game. So did TJD. So did Tui, Lonzo, Jackson Rowe, Johnny Juzang. So everybody had a bad game. Let's see how game 2 goes. We do split at home. Pods has a much better game. Game 3, we head to Minnesota. We lose that one too, though. Who's struggling? Lonzo needs to stop shooting. Other than that, Jimmy Butler has a bad game and Steph has a bad game. Game 4, got to win this one in Minnesota. We go down 3-1. Anthony Edwards. They beat us by 1. I didn't even see that. Pods for 25. Again, he plays very well. Who has the bad game? It was Alex Tui this time and Jackson Rowe. And for game 5, let's see. In Golden State, we lose in 5 games. We get bounced by the Minnesota Timberwolves. We lose by 5. We just could not hang. Who was getting killed on defense? It was again Lonzo, just inefficient. He brought me all the way up just to knock me all the way back down. The Spurs are going to coast through the Timberwolves, and they're going to sweep the Bulls. Oh my goodness gracious, Josh Giddey Glaze is stronger than the Wemby Glaze. Draft lottery, we traded our pick. Do we? Oh my God, we have the Kings pick this year. Oh, it falls to 4. Maybe we trade Jimmy. Scouting mock drafts. Teron Stokes, Brandon McCoy, Mika Murinen, and Hugo are the big 4 of this class. Brandon Ingram. They do like Brandon Ingram in the sim. Okay. We're going to try Amen Thompson, then Brandon Ingram. So let's look how much money. $8 million. I can get there. I have Nick Richards. Jimmy Butler has a no trade clause. He shouldn't. So that's entirely frustrating. I guess we're going to draft Teron Stokes 1, Mika Murinen 2, Caleb Holt 3. That means Brandon McCoy 4. That's our backup 1 next year. Or Hugo. I think I'll go Brandon McCoy. We went with Hugo in the last video. We're going to go to Jimmy, and we're going to take off his no trade clause because he shouldn't have one. He doesn't have one in real life. He shouldn't get one in general. So we're going to remove the no trade. Make sure that Nick Richards does not have one. I don't know why he would, but it wouldn't surprise me. Option, none, no trade clause, no. All right, now we go test the waters, not with Stephen Curry, with Nick Richards and Jimmy Butler. Is Denny a guy? I bet you he averaged a crazy first year, and then last year he was like 16 points per game. Ready? There it is, 22 points per game and then 16 points per game. I know Denny in the sim all too well. Let's see if I can snipe a pick out of this. Top 5. You're not getting enough back for what you want. What if I gave you second round picks and then Mr. Greer as well? Okay, that's fine. I'll just do... Can we try the 1-for-1? Oh. Wait, what did he say? I'm not a fan of this proposal because it weakens us too much at the small forward spot. Shut up, dork. There's no way he doesn't accept it. I'll just change Jimmy to a small forward. I'll give you another pick, only because this is the last season. There's no way Brandon Ingram's about to go for 3 first-rounders. Fascinating, truly. All right. The roster has been changed. It's now Steph and Brandon McCoy, Pods, Brandon Ingram, Moses Moody, Keegan Murray, TJD, and Nick Richards. We need a backup shooting guard desperately, as well as a backup power forward. Steph, BI, Pods, Moses, Keegan, MPJ, TJD, Alex Tui. I think I honestly might trade MPJ and something. Oh my God, Chris Paul. MPJ and something might be able to land me a better backup 4 or a better backup 2. Kel Ware is crazy. What? Trey Mann could play the 2. He's definitely a scoring guard. Maybe I'll look at that. Jace Richardson. Hold up. Why is he so available at an 82 overall? I'm going to do the Jace Richardson deal. Why not? I don't really want Tyrese Martin. There he is. Jace Richardson, Tyrese Martin. Now let's take Tyrese Martin for backup 4. Oh, man. I guess we'll take the picks there, and then we go... imagine re-signing. 4-year deal for Steph. I'm going to just experiment with this after. I'm going to have him play till he's 45. Simulate the month of October. We've got a 6-gamer lined up yet again. TJD is healthy, but we're going to put him in the lineup after October is over. We go 6-0. Who's lighting it up for us? Oh my God, Steph. Oh my God, Keegan Murray. Pods. Jace Richardson. Brandon Ingram's the 5th leading scorer right now. Jace is coming off the bench. Steph averaging 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists through the first 6 games of the year. That's going to do it for now. I'll see you guys at the deadline if we really absolutely have to make some change. Otherwise, we're going to go straight to the end of the regular season, try and win a title, and then we're going to simulate to the end of Steph Curry's contract, and I'll update you guys periodically. So I'll see you there. Alrighty, boys. The playoffs have arrived. I skipped through the thing because Wemby's your MVP. The Spurs go 67-15. We go 65-17. So yet again, a 3rd consecutive 60-win season. We get the Rockets, who had All-NBA first-team member Amen Thompson on their team this year. Jaden Ivey and Kyrie Irving are in your backcourt. We win game 1. We win both at home. We lose the first in Houston. We lose both in Houston. We win game 5 in Golden State. We get her done in 6. Thankfully, we get the OKC Thunder in round number 2. It is Shea, Elijah Arenas, J-Dub, Chet, and Clint Capella running the 5. Game number 1, we lose. By 31, what the... Game 2. Okay, we win. We split at home. We win the 3rd in OKC. We win the 4th. Game 5 in Golden State. We get her done in 5 games. And the Suns push the 67-win Spurs to the brink. All right, here's where we got to kind of tee up a little bit. Aaron Wiggins in the playoffs has been very good. Nick has been very good. Brandon McCoy has been very good. Jace has kind of struggled. We're going to drop those minutes. Moses Moody, oh my goodness. Might be in trouble here, guys. I'm not going to lie. 18 to the big 3 off the bench there, and then we're going to go 30 there, 30 there. We got to run, what is it, 9-man rotation or is it 10 still? It is still a 10-man rotation. We are very deep. Game 1, though, in San Antonio, we do win it on the road by 5 points. Game 2, we take both in San Antonio's barn. Steph is absolutely killing the game. We win Game 3 at home, and we sweep the San Antonio Spurs behind 18-9 from Stephen Curry. Very big step back from his normal production in these conference finals, but I'll take 18-9 with a series win every single day of the week. Yoke in Chicago averages 23.5, 14.5, 8.5, a steal and a half and a block on 50, 37, 90 splits. The Bulls have gone to 3 straight NBA finals. They are 1-1. They lost to us in year 1, beat the Spurs last year in year 2. TJD's got his work cut out for him here. Oh boy, let's see the player stats so far because we've got to make sure we judge this right or else we are cooked. Pods could have been conference finals MVP. I'm not going to lie. Pods has been great. Steph, Brandon Ingram. Okay. Brandon McCoy struggled. Moses Moody struggled. He's been struggling the whole playoffs. Jace Richardson was good. Wiggs was good. TJD was good. Nick Richards was good. All right. So we bump minutes to Richards, Davis, Wiggins, Richardson. Moody drops minutes. Brandon McCoy drops minutes. Game 1, I think we're in. Oh, yeah. They were the 6th seed. We are in Golden State. We win the first by how much? 13 points. Yoke has a big game. Josh Giddey has a big game. But BI and Pods were way too much. You had a 73-point game from your big 3. Game 2 in Golden State. We do drop it, though. There is life in Chicago. 32, 14, and 10 is what it takes. We head back to the Windy City, tied 1-1. Oh, boy. It is now a 2-1 series, Chicago. They blew the doors off us in that game as well. 9-man rotation for the first time this playoffs. Game 4 in Chicago. We go down 3-1. Yoke might be too much. The Yoke, Giddey, and Kobe White big 3 is too much for the sim. We win Game 5. We lose Game 6. Nikola Jokic clears the Warriors dynasty. 29, 9, and 8, 1.5 steals, a block, 51, 44, 83 splits. We just were not enough there. Chris Paul hangs it up. We tried to get him a ring, and we fall inches short of the end goal there. That sucks. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new or enjoy the content. Remember, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. On the screen now is a video that YouTube thinks you'll like. Feel free to check it out if you're interested. And remember, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.